Oh, nice.
Alrighty,
Wow,
so
your Falco's a lot better than than from your videos.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
So I got a good handful of things we can work on. Number one thing off the rip is going to be rising aerials versus landing aerials, also out of
Yeah.
shield options. So there's quite a few times towards the end there, even actually at the beginning when I landed in front of you, you were going for grabs, and I landed behind you, you're going for back air out of shield. Quite a few back airs out of shield. I started crouching under them as well. And I don't know, not sure if
Yeah.
you noticed that or not. But if I am landing under shield, there's one time too. I think I did fair under shield on the under the right platform. And you rolled away from me. I want to see you go for up B out of shield. Okay. The only time I would say you don't want up B out of shield is if I'm at 0. Only reason being is I might get to the ground before you at the exact same time, and you're in free fall and I'm not.
Yeah.
But as far as if I'm hitting your shield, you have a frame 5 option out of shield that you can turn around. You definitely want to take advantage of that. Okay. If I'm at 0%, if you go for that nair out of shield, and let's say you go like this and you jump away from me and you miss, at least you're resetting and you're totally fine. Right. If you're going to go for that back out of shield, you notice I was crouching. In that situation there, if I am going to crouch, you could also be going for a turnaround up out of shield there. Right. If you really wanted to as well, you could be coming out of shield with down air. It's kind of untraditional to do, but as far as if someone is a low profiling character or if they are crouching or something like that, you can catch them for doing what I was doing, right?
Yeah.
I would not recommend doing that too much though. It's more so as a call out to what I'm doing, because if you do happen to jump over with the down air, you can get like down air into up smash or down air into up air.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a call out to my call out. If I'm going like this behind you and going like this, instead of going for your back air, just jump out like this and with the down air, or do the turnaround up B. Okay. In neutral,
Always go for up Bs basically out of shield.
if you're close enough to do it and you're not going to mess yourself up and up B the wrong way, then absolutely yes. You should be up being out of shield. Unless, of course, you can get something better. Like if you can get an up smash because, let's say I do a really bad mistake on shield, like a dash attack or F smash your shield, then go for an up smash instead. Right? Or if I'm at like super high percent, actually, yeah, even at super high percent, you could go for up B out of shield. If not, like 180%, you can go for up throw if I'm close enough, right?
Yeah.
Or if you have the spacing, instead of going for a back air like this, you can go for a back air like that, right? So you're still going for a back air, but you're spacing it away from me versus trying to cross up and go over top of me.
Yeah.
Okay? I was gonna say, as far as in neutral, I want to see you go for more rising aerials, or when you're going to go for your landing aerials, sometimes throw in tomahawks, right? Because there's quite a few times where you jump in and you come down with a fair, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, but it becomes very predictable. Because if you're coming down like this, right, on the way up and at the apex of your jump, you're not doing anything, right? Because you're doing an empty hop until the end, which means if someone jumps in with a fair, they're going to catch you at the top of your jump or a back air or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't be afraid to throw out rising fairs or rising back airs, rising nairs, right, to counter somebody who is doing jumping aerials as well. So if I'm doing this, a rising fair, and you do rising fair at the same time, you're going to win that because you have a disjoint and you have range.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, it's just like a conditioning thing as well too. I wouldn't say you want to do it all the time, but if you see like, oh, this guy's he's playing so much faster than me, he's catching me before I even get a chance to push the button. It's the only reason is because I'm choosing the counter attack to your play style. As far as if you're doing something like this or like this or like a falling fair like this, I'm just doing rising. That's it.
Right? Yeah, rising beats falling.
Yep.
That's yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say, I know we're kind of going like crash course here, but this is like another quick thing as well. When you're getting off the ledge, I want to see you do some more traditional options. There's quite a few times you went for like nair off the ledge, or I think you did like fair off the ledge like that. It's not necessarily wrong, but it can definitely get you killed. I was trying to catch you with up smash. If I wasn't playing Falco, I went like this and you caught my up smash with your nair. If I was playing Cloud or Pyra or anyone that had like a sword, you would have absolutely died. Right. So I got outranged. It kind of is what it is. In that situation there, I guess you were okay. But as far as if it was a different character that either had super armor or a disjoint or more range, you definitely would have got hit, if not killed. Okay. So when you're getting off the ledge, doing this is totally fine, but it shouldn't be your only or your main go-to as how you get off the ledge. Okay. If you honestly, you can get onto the stage by just doing neutral get up and fighting your way out of the corner. Right. Or if you want to go for jump from the ledge, that's totally fine. If you want to go for get up attack or roll or anything like that, it's all should be sprinkled in evenly. as far as how you get off the ledge. If you do one option, it doesn't matter what you do, one option every single time, it becomes very predictable and very unsafe. Right? I would have said the same thing if you did get up attack every single time too. If you did get up attack every single time, I would say do other things. If you jump from ledge every single time, I would say the exact same thing. Yep.
Whoever gets last hit wins.
There it is. All right, okay.
Okay, I'm seeing it's much clearer now that you pointed it out. I do find myself like missing opportunities when you do hit my shield, and I just don't do anything.
And that's what can make neutral feel like disadvantage, because when I hit your shield, I'm actually in disadvantage, not you. But if you're always giving away the opportunity, it feels like there's never a clean, clear opportunity for you to hit me, right? As far as like if you're not doing things out of shield. So make sure that you're definitely taking advantage. Even if you're only getting up B and know it doesn't combo, and a lot of the times it's not going to kill, you should still try and get something so that I'm not able to just jump on your shield and do like 4 up tilts or nair into a down tilt or dash attack your shield and nothing bad happens, right? I should be either getting hit, comboed, or killed. Yeah, when you jump on stage like that too, it puts you to a state of fear, right? It's like, oh shit, I missed. Now I got a shield. In which case, I'm going for that grab with no hesitation. And I shouldn't really be getting a grab right there, because I shouldn't be. You shouldn't be doing that quite as much, right? Oh, I missed. I'm bad. Yep. The aerial from ledge.
That's not what I have. I can see it. It's so clear to me. I just need to work on it.
And that's the thing too, is it's like a habit is really only considered a bad habit if somebody exploits it, right? If you do it all the time, nothing bad ever happens. It's just how you play. It's just totally fine, right? Like a habit is just it's not, or was it unsubjective or it's just what it is. A habit is just a habit. It's not good or bad, right? But if it's in the context of someone who is calling it out, then it's bad. If it's just gets completely unseen and you're destroying somebody because of it, then it's actually good.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm trying to like cover get up attack range and I never shield and you do that from the ledge every time and you're hitting me, then why would you ever stop doing that? Right?
Yeah, I see. Okay. Oh no.
It's all good. Oh, okay. I think I might be dead. Unless.
Get it back in. My finger slipped.
Good catch. He's out here.
That was nice. Okay. Just you coaching me and just telling me what I'm doing wrong, overall just makes me feel a lot clearer about how to play.
That's the biggest thing too, I'd say, with coaching in general, or not even coaching, just learning the game, is you can grind this game. I wouldn't even say for hours or weeks or months. I'd even say as far as years in the wrong way. If you just don't know what you're really trying to learn, you can get good with your combos because you've been playing for a super long time, but your intuition as far as what you should be doing, or conditioning, or understanding why somebody would or wouldn't choose a certain option in certain situations, if you don't ever go over that stuff, or like even, let's just say, punishing your out of shield or not getting punished from your out of shield options, or catching you in the corner, you could do that for the rest of time. If nobody points it out for you, then it could be a habit that you could have for the next 5 years, right? So yeah, it's massive to have things pointed out and also giving you a solution at the same time, versus just saying, and I've heard a lot of coaches say, like, just don't do what you're doing, but they don't give you examples of what you should do. They just say, stop doing this one thing. Like, okay, well, what do I replace it with that's good? It's like, I don't know. So that's not really help, I guess, but
just do it better. That's what they say.
Yeah, do it better, be less bad, don't get hit, you know, all
don't
those.
be bad, you know, don't lose, just win.
Yep.
That's simple.
All right, let's do this.
Like,
what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you another question, because like lately when I've been playing, I am very familiar with like the concepts of falling aerial attacks and then rising aerial attacks. But at some point, I just feel like when me and an opponent are about to clash, it's more like a dice roll. To me, at least. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong, but like it's rather I'm gonna go for a falling attack, and if they go for a rising attack, then they beat me automatically. So then I have to space it out, and it's more like a dice game to me when it comes to a point where you're both good and you're just trying to predict what the other opponent is doing. And I don't like that. I feel like Smash can be viewed at a much simpler level, if you will.
I would say So here's the thing. If you feel like every single time you're going into an interaction, you're rolling the dice, what you
Yeah.
should be doing is after the first interaction, you should be stacking that interaction onto the next one. And this is what conditioning or layering is. So let's say, for example, if I jump in with this and you come in with landing, nair, or fair, and I beat you, you should be thinking that since I was positively rewarded for what I just did, or positively reinforced for going in with a rising fair and I was successful, I'm probably going to do that again. Right? So you should now, based on the last interaction, you should be changing up what you're going to do in the next interaction and doing that over and over and over again. So yes, there are some times I'll admit that there is going to be random interactions. Of course, that's just what Smash is. But as far as if I go like this every single time and it works, it shouldn't be a dice roll on your part, right? If I go like this and you always go like this and I'm always winning, I'm not rolling the dice. I'm just going for it because I know that you're going to do the same thing over and over again. Right?
Yeah.
But as far as like, let's say if you're trying to come down with a nair or a fair and I catch you and you feel like your timing isn't good enough, you should be abandoning that particular approach option entirely rather than saying I wasn't fast enough. Right? Don't say, oh, my nair wasn't fast enough or I should have fared sooner. It's like, okay, well, if you do it soon enough or if you do it fast enough, eventually you're not even doing a landing nair anymore. Right? You're doing rising. So you kind of switched it up in that regard. Instead of saying, oh, I should have done a faster landing nair or a faster landing fair. It's like all of a sudden you're just doing rising nair or rising fair and you're beating what I'm doing. Right?
Yeah.
Also, if I'm doing this, you could just be going for forward tilt and catching me for jumping in like this. Right? You can go for forward tilt. You could also be dashing back and going for F smash, dashing back and going for forward tilt. You could be jumping away with a back air. You could be running underneath me and going for an up tilt. You could be going for double or dancing blade. Right? There's all kinds of things that you could be doing to counter someone who just wants to do this. Right?
Yeah.
Also, let's say, for example, the other part of what I could be doing too. If I'm going like this and I'm pulling back, not only am I pulling back, but I'm probably going to retreat if I mess up, or I'm going to throw out something else right after. So I'm going to go like this and then go for a forward tilt, or like this and then go for a down tilt. Right? In which case, if I happen to do a forward tilt or a down tilt, you could come in with your late nair or fair afterwards and catch my my second attack, right? Whatever I'm going for. So if you want to wait for this, that could be a cue for you to say, okay, once he goes like this, he throws out a panic option right away, right? My panic option could even be I can go fair, and as soon as I land, I side B, right? Because I'm trying to catch you like going for like a dash grab on my landing leg. So what I would do in that situation is if you see this coming, as soon as I go for fair, instead of challenging the fair, you could throw up your shield. As soon as you shield, if I side B, you go for nair to shield, fair to shield, up B to shield, grab, all kinds of stuff to punish my side B. Right?
Yeah.
And now, like I said, it's turning into layering or stacking interactions versus saying I have no idea what's coming, so I'm going to just try to be prepared for everything. I feel like that's where the game gets daunting for newer players as far as this section of the game, right? You can actually, I wouldn't even say new. I'd say inexperienced in this area of the game. Where,
in the competitive aspect of the game.
Yeah, because you can be someone who's quite experienced with playing the game, but as far as understanding interactions, it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to go for my move that has super armor because I don't know what else to do, right? Or I'm going to just sit back and shoot at somebody from 10 miles away because that's when I feel safest, or that's how I feel safest, right? So as far as if I'm jumping in with something specific, let's say it's fair or rising nair or like going for like a back air or anything like that, the move itself doesn't really matter as far as how you want to counter it. It's most of the fact of how I'm throwing out the move. These are all rising aerials, right? So if I'm doing a rising aerial like this, as soon as I come down, you could be hitting me with forward tilt, up tilt. You can be coming in and catching my landing afterwards. You could be going for like a pivot cancel forward tilt or a dash attack, right? Something to catch me after. Run up dancing blade. If you know that, then every time I go like this, if I'm losing that interaction, now I have to adjust to you, right? Yeah. Basically, whoever adjusts last wins if you actually do adjust.
I've heard that saying.
Yeah. It's the truth too, because like let's say if you adjust to me and now you start catching all my jumping in fairs, if I get stuck trying to adjust and you either kill me before time runs out or time does run out, then if I'm in that process still and I don't figure you out, then I lose. That's just what it is, right?
Okay.